Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today I'm going to be letting the Dark Mansion Tarot share a message with us. Now, I don't remember if I've ever shared this deck with you before. I probably did it in my top 10 favorite decks or something like that, but I don't know if I've ever shared a reading with it, and this is one of the most beautiful decks in my collection. It's created by Taroteca Studios. I think it's called Taroteca Studios, and they live in Poland. So this is one of those decks that you purchase and you'll probably, like me, forget that you ordered it if you order it, because it takes a while to get there, but it is so very much worth it. This is such an incredible deck. Like, just look at the backs right there. This is one of the most beautiful decks that I have in my collection. The like black sides and everything. It's absolutely beautiful, and it shares such fantastic messages. Like, we'll just go through right there and you look at all the cards and stuff. I get like Tim Burton vibes and stuff from this, and if you know me, you know I love Tim Burton and all of his art and all of his movies and everything. He's such a fantastic director, and he's got such a mind on him that is just absolutely incredible. The way that like he thinks and everything in the movies and everything, it's just awesome. So we're gonna see what the cards want to share. And as always, I want to begin this by thanking the deck, thanking the cards, and thanking the powers of be for giving me a voice to share with you all now, to give me a voice to share. There's nothing specific going on. There's nothing specific we're asking. It's going to be that spread that I always like to share with the present, future advice. Because we know our past. We've seen our past. We've experienced our past. So the past are behind us. We can learn the lessons that they have to teach us. But then we have to let the past go, and we have to focus on the present. Appreciate the present. So we're going to see what the present has to share. And then we're going to move out to the future. Now, when it comes to the future, it's not written. The future is very much always up to chance and change. The only constant in the universe and in life is chaos. So we kind of have to embrace the chaos and see whatever life wants to throw at us. But the future can give us an idea of what to expect, whether it may happen or may not. You know, the cards give us an idea of what might occur, but we are the ones going to make it happen. And there's that advice point. The advice point, or the advice card, or the advice position is probably the word that I should be using. But the advice position is the one, you know, to make that future happen, or to avoid it if it just, for lack of a better word, sucks and you don't want to do it. So we're going to see what the Dark Mansion Tarot wants to share with us now. I know, as always, I'm going to leave a link in the description below of where you can purchase this deck for your own collection, because this is one of the decks that is the most copyrighted, or most that's not the word I was looking for, the most faked deck out there that people love to like sell for really cheap, and it's not the real deal, because these decks and these cards are like really good quality, and the ones that you find on Amazon and other places, it's just absolutely not the real deal. So we've got our little piles, and we're going to stack them all up, and now we have our full deck. And we're just going to draw one card at a time from this to see what the present might hold for us. Or, you know, we already know what our present is, so to connect with our present situation. Okay, I went to take that card, and then I saw this one jumped out. So this is the one I feel is like really meant for us. And it's right there, the Six of Wands. Now this is an interesting card, because this is the one I don't think they got the full energy in there, or the full like message from that illustration, because this one kind of screams Four of Wands to me, but you can clearly see right there this is the Six of Wands. So you know, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, if you've seen that illustration, it's the character riding his horse, and he's got all these people celebrating him, all these people standing there appreciating what he's achieved. But here we have this celebration of a wedding. Now in the Rider-Waite-Smith, you have the character celebrating just that in the Four of Wands, the card of the strong foundation of the suit of passion and fire. But here with the Six, it reminds us this is something we should celebrate and be passionate about as well. So this card appearing in this position with the present situation says we have much to celebrate in our lives. Maybe we haven't gotten married, maybe we have, but that's just one position or one aspect that we can appreciate and celebrate. This is the suit of passion and fire. It's celebrating those little things even that just fill us with happiness, that we're happy that we've achieved it, that we've succeeded at it. So this reminds us to reflect on those times in our lives. There's the Six, so it relates to the lovers of the major arcana, and self-reflection. That is the energy of the Six. So reflect on those times of our past that we've already lived through, and appreciate where we are today by learning from those things we've experienced in our past. So the Six of Wands appearing in the present position says that we have much to appreciate in our lives. And don't think that just because it doesn't seem that big or other people cared, like the illustration, the Six of Wands always has those other people like right there and there and there, and you probably have people in the background there too, lifting us up, making us feel like successful and that we've achieved very much. But we don't necessarily need somebody else's approval or somebody else's opinion about what we achieved. It's about appreciating what we've achieved and celebrating that. And that's what the Six of Wands is all about. Now, when it comes to astrological correspondences, the Six of Wands is astrologically connected to Leo. So it reminds us when we shine our lights to the world, when we inspire others in the process, and we embrace that inner lion within, showing the passion we have for what we're doing, then we can inspire others at the same time. Don't be afraid to share that light. The more you're passionate about what you're doing, the more you appreciate what you've done, the more confidence you have in yourself to do more. So the Six of Wands appearing for the present situation says we absolutely deserve to appreciate all that we've achieved, even those little things that we might not think that were that important. Appreciate those, because the more we focus on the good in life, the more we're going to have good in our lives. That's the law of attraction. So the more you good put out in the world, the more good is going to come to you. Now, the more you focus on the negative, maybe you didn't succeed at this, maybe you failed at it. Now the universe is going to think that's what you want in life. So focus on the good, more good's going to come to you. So appreciate all of those successes and even all of those failures, because it taught you something and it'll make you learn something. And just appreciate everything that you've achieved, loving who you are in the present moment by appreciating everything that you've achieved in the past, and you're going to achieve even more moving forward. So the Six of Wands appearing for our present situation says we have much to appreciate in this present moment, much to look back on and appreciate what we've achieved so we can achieve even more moving forward. Now let's move forward now and see what the future might have in store. Now, like I said, the future is not written in stone. It's definitely not. So, it's always up to chance and change. We can get an idea of what the future might hold, but it's up to us to make that happen or avoid it if it's not something we really want to achieve. So you got the card right there, and we're going to turn it over. Ooh, it's the Ace of Cups. So we do have an idea. We have an emotionally fulfilling idea, and this very much relates to a future, because as we're moving forward in our lives, as we're doing things, as you achieve more in the past, then we gain that confidence, like I talked about with the Six of Wands, and that confidence can help fill our cups up so we can believe in our ideas moving forward. Now, all aces are considered intangible. Now, that means we can't touch them, we can't see them, we can't appreciate them, because at the moment, they're still in our minds. Now, this illustration, and let's take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this illustration is with the dragonflies and everything like that. I think the aces in this deck might be my favorite aces ever, especially this Ace of Cups, because the dragonflies and everything, and how beautiful this, even swamp and little pond they really are on this illustration. And you've got the hand right there lifting up from the ground. So all of these things we've achieved in the past, that reminds us that our futures are ours to create. Now, this is the ace. It tells us we can do whatever we want moving forward. We can take our ideas and run with them. This is the ace of emotional happiness and emotional happiness and fulfillment. I almost said pentacles, but never mind that. This is the Ace of Cups. So the more we're emotionally fulfilled with our ideas, the more we want to achieve them, the more we're going to be able to do it. Because the more our hearts are invested in what we're doing, the more our passion and our inner fires are invested in what we're doing, the more we're going to succeed at it, because we're not going to give up, even when things might seem boring and mundane. That's where the Knight of Pentacles comes into action, because he's not afraid to do all that stuff that he needs to do in order to achieve his goals. So the ideas card and the potential that this Ace of Cups shows for our futures, so shows the potential that we have to make our dreams a reality, those emotionally fulfilling things that we love moving forward. It kind of tells us that our future is whatever we want to create, whatever we want to achieve. So it's the ace, so it relates to the Magician as well as the Fool of the major arcana. The six related to the Lovers, and we learn to love ourselves in the present, learn to appreciate all those things we've achieved in the past. And with this ace, with the Magician and the Fool, I always relate it to the Magician and the Fool, because the Fool is the one with the ideas that takes the initial leap, whereas the Magician is the one that fakes it till he makes it, because he doesn't necessarily have all the answers yet. And in the future, we're not going to have all the answers either. But that's the importance of learning from the past, so we can take those ideas and run with them in the future when we have them. So an emotionally fulfilling idea in the future, we can trust it. We can go for it. And this is, you can fill your cup up with the things that make you happy because you learn from those experiences of your past. Now, the Six of Wands, like I said, is astrologically connected to Leo, but aces of the tarot as well as the pages of the tarot don't necessarily connect with a specific zodiac sign or element or zodiac sign of the zodiac or planet of the zodiac, because the aces, they connect to all of the signs that relate to their elements. So this is the suit of water. So it relates to the zodiac signs that are connected to the suit of water. We're talking Cancer, which is the cardinal water sign of the zodiac, Scorpio, which is the fixed sign of the water, and Pisces, which is the mutable sign of the water. Now, Cancer, as we know, is the zodiac sign that is very much related to the mother of the zodiac. They have compassion and love in their hearts, and they let that love and compassion lead them in everything they do. So this reminds us to have compassion for ourselves as we take that cup and we decide what we want to do with it, that idea that emotionally fulfills us and runs with it. Scorpio is the scorpion of the zodiac, fixed water. So it means we have to dive deeply into that ocean of emotion and learn what we're all about, learning from those past experiences and appreciating them so we can let our love lead us to what we want to create moving forward. And then, of course, there's the Pisces energy with the mutable water sign that says, don't let the negative emotions hold us back. We got to trust ourselves, trust those emotions to lead us to where we want to be. So ideas are all what the Ace of Cups is about. It's what all the aces are about. So trust those ideas moving forward. Trust that you can make your future what you want it to be, and focus on the things that you emotionally enjoy and fulfill you so you can create the life that you love. Now, that very much sounded like advice right there, but we still have the advice position to see and share. So we're going to see what that shares with us now, or has to share with us as we fan the deck. It's this one down here on the corner that's calling to me. Turn that one over. Interesting. We began with the 6, and here is the 6 again with the 6 of Cups. Now, this illustration, I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a huge fan of Nickelback. And the second I saw this illustration, it was, look at this photograph. I wonder, what's that on Joey's head or something like that? I can't remember exactly. But you see that in the illustration. She's actually looking at that picture, showing she's experiencing the past. She's reflecting on the past. The 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, and just like that 6 of Wands we began with, the 6 of Cups says learn from that past, learn from the things that emotionally invested us in the past, and take what we've learned in the past to fill up that cup in the present or in the future, so that we can create those ideas in the future. Appreciating where we've been and what we've achieved. Again, the Lovers is the connection to that 6 right there. And one of the aspects of the Lovers, or the meaning of the Lovers, is to love who we are. So loving the skin you're in, loving the ideas you have, and loving that past that you have, learning the lessons that it has to teach you as you take the time to reflect on them, is going to help you fulfill that cup and make those ideas a reality moving forward. So the 6 of Cups is astrologically connected to actually Scorpio with the fixed earth energy. So the 6 of Cups, I think that is, as I'm making this video, it's very much like the time of the year is Scorpio. So we have that diving deeply into that ocean of emotion to learn what those lessons has to teach us. Even the negative emotions we have, they have something to teach us too. We can learn to forgive them and move forward, learning the lessons that they have to teach us. So the advice card with the 6 of Cups right here says learn from those experiences of the past, appreciate those experiences of their past, and really feel that strong foundation within you, letting your heart lead you in everything you do. Because passion and love, I feel, go hand in hand. Yeah, sure, technically the passion can go in a negative way too, but for the sake of this reading, focus on that love, that enjoyment, the things that bring us joy, and embrace that inner child, because that child grew up, it had those experiences, good or bad. It doesn't matter here, because there's lessons to learn from either. So 6 of Cups appearing for the advice is dive deeply into that ocean of emotion we have right here, even though I said this was like a swamp or a pond. Dive deeply into that water, those emotions that we are holding on to, letting the pain go so we can learn the lessons it has to teach us and make more memories moving forward. The future is full of potential, full of ideas and things to achieve, and we when we learn the lessons of the past, then we can make our futures exactly what we want them to be. We can create something even better than we had before. And then all these photographs that we have like all framed and everything in this illustration, we're going to make even more that we can hang up on our wall and be proud of and celebrate, because we've done what we want to achieve and we found what makes our hearts sing. Now we have the final card of the actual cards here, and I like to share the bottom of the deck because I feel like it's an overall message, or at the very least something we may not have had before. And we have the Queen of Pentacles right there at the bottom of the deck, showing that coin and everything right there on the illustration, and she is beautiful, isn't she? Yes, this deck, like I said, Tim Burton vibes and everything. It's just such a beautiful deck. I don't know what videos I've put out or what you've watched or anything like that, and I feel like I've had to share this video or this deck before because it's beautiful, right? And the Queen of Pentacles right here holding that coin says these ideas of ours, this potential of this ace right here has the potential to make us money. A queen, she reminds us to have compassion for ourselves, forgive the past, have compassion for others as well, trust our intuitions, and like above all, as we learn from those experiences of the past, and just trust that we have what it takes to succeed. Those ideas of ours can make us money if we really invest our time in them, invest our hearts in them, and don't give up on them. Now, the astrological correspondence to the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel, is the most creative sign of the zodiac. So we're the ones creating that future of that Ace of Cups. We don't know what is in that Ace of Cups. Did you know a dragonfly takes about 4 years of their lives in order to become that flying creature that is so beautiful that we see all the time, like around lakes and ponds and things like that? 4 years to become this creature. So it takes time and effort to create our ideas. She has the coin, she's looking at you, she's telling you that your ideas matter. They have potential. The more you're emotionally invested in them, the more you're going to succeed in them. So trust yourself. Create the life that you truly love and enjoy. Now, the ace, like I said, is the magician and the fool, that one energy of the ace. 6 and 6 is the lovers of the major arcana. So it relates as well to self-reflection and things like that. We don't see a number here with the Queen of Pentacles, though, do we? But we can find her number easily if we see her as the next step after the completion of the 10 of the suit of material happiness and financial success. The sequence goes Page, Knight, Queen, King. So it'll be 11, 12, 13, 14. That makes this Queen 13, which connects her to Death of the Major Arcana. So it's kind of a reminder, too, that we have to leave something behind. We have to let something come to an end so we can focus on what we want to achieve now. So those are things of our present, those things that we're celebrating, the things we may have not celebrated because they weren't great, like learning from them so we can let them go. Let those negative emotions fall away and come to an end so that we can become these successful people we want to be with these ideas that emotionally fulfill us. So 13, that was 1 and 3, it combines to make 4 the number of the Emperor. So it reminds us that we are the strong foundations we need to be to find this, to create the external strong foundations that we desire in our lives. So this is such a positive, empowering reading that tells us that learning from our pasts, loving who we are in the present, can help us find success with our emotionally fulfilling ideas. So if you have an emotionally fulfilling idea that you want to succeed at, this tells you to go for it. Trust yourself. Learn from those experiences and let that inner fire and heart of yours lead you to where you want to be. Now we're going to set all these cards aside for one moment so I can do one final thing for us before I send you on your way. I don't know if you watched my video last week or not, but these are the tarot coins from Mystic Metals. I'll share her link in the description below where you can purchase these for your own collection if you want. She still has any available because she does Kickstarters where, once she sells out, you have to wait months to get them. But this is tarot coins and they're absolutely incredible. Just enjoy the sound of them as I do this because they're all just unwrapped now, because in that video that I did with the unboxing of it, I left them all on the plastic. So there'll be one in here to share its message with us. See which one it is. Got one out of there. Which one is it? It's the 10 of Cups. So it just connects right back to those cups that we had with the Ace of Cups and the 6 of Cups. I'm going to set that so you can see that right there. and then set it right there. And the Ten of Cups, that is the card we call the Happy Family card, or the card of the Happy Family. And when it comes to the Happy Family, we think of that structure of a family, the mother, father, son, and daughter, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to just be what other people think of. It's the things that fulfill you, the family that fulfills you. It can be friends, it can be family, it can be anything, like pets and everything that just fills you with joy. So this Ten of Cups tells us that the more we appreciate what we have in our lives, the more that we show that joy and focus on the good in our lives, the more we can create good in our lives. Again, like I went with the Six of Wands earlier, or what I think it was a Six of Wands, is that it shows the law of attraction. The more we appreciate what we've achieved, the more we're going to achieve good in our lives moving forward. So the Ten of Cups appearing here in the coins, that tells us the more our cups are filled, the more we focus on the good, the more good we're going to achieve. Now the Ten of Cups is astrologically connected to Pisces, the mutable water sign of the zodiac, so don't let those negative emotions overwhelm you. Don't let that pain of the past hold you back. Fill your cup up with joy and know that your future can be filled with joy too when you believe that it can. Now, connection to the 10, that is very much the next chapter of our stories, letting go of the past, learning the lessons it has to teach us so we can spin the wheel. Astrological, like I keep saying astrological correspondence, sorry about that, but the connection with this one is the Wheel of Fortune of the major arcana. So it says, spin the wheel, begin that next chapter, believe in yourself and find joy in your heart so you can spin the wheel and begin the next chapter of your story with happiness, joy, and love in your heart, believing you have what it takes to make your life one that you love, truly love, and enjoy every day. So that is the reading that I'm sharing with you today. I'm going to set all this stuff back. And as always, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you watched it, and I hope it inspires you and empowers you to go after your dreams and make your life exactly what you want it to be. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below where you can purchase this deck, like the real legit deck, so that you don't get like the fake copy of it, because this is the box that it comes with. There is the back, so you can see the Taroteca Studio and everything on there, and the Mystic Metals divination coins right there if you're interested in that. And I'll leave a link in the description below too where you can purchase a personal reading with this deck or any deck in my collection, because this is what I love to do. This is what fulfills me. And the more you purchase the reading, the more money I'm going to make, so I can be that Queen of Pentacles too. But as always, I really want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it inspired you and empowered you to go after those ideas in your dreams, because if you believe in yourself and you let love lead you in everything you do, then you're going to create a life that you truly love and enjoy. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.